is our first day in Hiroshima, and today we are taking a ferry to Miyajima. The sacred island is home to the Itsukushima Shrine and the iconic orange torii gate that floats just above the waters of Hiroshima Bay.
But first, we eat breakfast.
Before boarding the ferry to Miyajima, we decided to grab our first coffee of the day at a cafe right by the ferry terminal called Miyajima Itsuki Coffee. So it's pretty busy at the station with people trying to buy tickets. I think this means that you can use your IC card and go straight in. Let's check it out. You can also purchase your tickets from this machine. So I didn't know this coming in. You can just use your IC card to pay for your ticket and go straight through. Oh my gosh. Whoa. So there's an indoor area and an outdoor one. Although I feel like it's going to be pretty cold. Ralph's positioning himself over here. I thought it was going to be much more hectic than it is, but when you get here, it's super easy and chill. Like a quick 20-minute trip, and before you know it, you're already here at Miyajima. I can't believe there's so many people already on the way back. It's pretty early. It's only like 12. So we literally just stepped off the boat to Miyajima and we're excited. It's our very first time here. I didn't realize there were so many things to do here. There's an aquarium, museum, and barbecue. Ah, our first Miyajima deer. I read that there are just as many deer here in Miyajima as in Nara, but apparently you're not allowed to feed them. Although I feel like they're pretty hungry and used to tourists. Thank you. Wow. So this is plain roasted oyster with lemon and salt. Let's try this. Whoa. Okay, I think this is too hot. Ooh. Oh. Ooh.
Spring onion ね。
Spring onion.
No spring onion.
No spring.
Okay. 2つ。
That was it.
1600。
This one is the spring onion octopus. Ralph's is the bacon and cheese. It's a nice fish cake stick. You can see the fish cake inside. It's really good. Last one is a classic ground chicken. I think we both agree that the chicken one is our favorite. So juicy and flavorful. Really well seasoned. I don't think we usually order chikua or fish cakes, but that was honestly so good. Really delicious. These Hiroshima lemon sodas are so refreshing. There's a bit of a bitter lemon flavor to it. There's like a nice hint of sweetness too. So many people. It's really amazing. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Super sunny. Made it out here.
to get some sea air.
Oh yeah. So cool.
Special day in June. The sun came out to play.
So memorable. Got him. Thank you.
Oh, she's so.
はい、美味しいですよ。ありがとうございました。
Kaki pao?
はい、かきグラマン。
Kaya gulaman. Okay. Well, let's try this oyster pao. It's like a cheesy oyster. Well, they did say it was an oyster gratin pao. So it's fancy. And it's featured in TV shows.
Spotted his friend again.
They look like actors. Oh yeah.
Trying the ebi tempura. So if you look closely, there's a piece of shrimp inside, some pickles, and a shiso leaf.